Greetings, friends. Welcome back to Mike Allen from Chicagoland. Currently broadcasting at this moment from the homestead. I will be embarking on a short adventure this afternoon. As Halloween season is approaching, this is going to be the first time that I do a holiday-themed video. And I've been seeing a lot of other channels doing fast food reviews of Halloween-themed food, so I thought that'd be a great opportunity to do the same thing here on my channel. So we're gonna go ahead and head out the door here pretty soon as the weather is getting colder. Got my Back to the Future life preserver on here, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. So please come and join me. So I stepped outside and realized that it is unseasonably warm on this Saturday in October. So I could probably shed the Back to the Future life preserver. Yeah, high 78 today, so I don't think I'll be needing this. Not going to be jumping ship anyway. Now I completely missed out on the adult Happy Meals. I think I read somewhere that the toys from those things were selling out on eBay for over $300,000, or maybe it was 30 grand. I don't remember. So hopefully better luck here with the Boo Buckets.
What can I get for you?
Can I just get two of the Boo Bucket Happy Meals?
Which Happy Meal?
The Boo Buckets.
There's a hamburger, cheeseburger, four nuggets, and 6 nuggets.
Okay, I'll do the cheeseburger.
For both?
Yes, for both.
And you said apple slices?
Extra fries.
For both?
Yep.
And for the drink?
Let's go with Diet Coke for both.
Okay, anything else?
That's it. Now the reason I went with 2 buckets is because I have 2 daughters, and I'm pretty sure they went on another trip with Grandma the other day and got a green bucket, but I got the white buckets this time, so just need to find the pumpkin ones and we're going to be all set for the collection of 3. So McDonald's was always my go-to place as a kid. Anytime I'd finish up with school early, my mom would take me there and get to play on the playground equipment. My favorite was the Big Mac head, where you'd climb up inside and then it had the bars all around it. That was my favorite thing to climb up in. And always got the cheeseburger with the fries, and I'm gonna dig into that right here. And as Anthony Bourdain would say, classic combo. The cheeseburger and fries dates back all the way to near the McDonald's brothers beginning back in the 40s. The brothers actually served potato chips instead of fries with their burgers, but then switched to fries later on. Now, I know Anthony Bourdain hated McDonald's when he was alive, but you know, it's one of those places where it is what it is. You know, I just happen to love it just because it's good trash. It's not anything special. It's just good every once in a while. Cheers. Going to get started on my second Boo Bucket here in a second, but it was driving me nuts what the name of that character was that Big Mac head was based off of in the playground area. So I looked it up, and it was Officer Big Mac. He was one of the McDonald Land characters, along with, you know, Grimace and the Hamburglar. And I watched a special on that recently where it talked about how they ripped those characters off from HR Puffin stuff and got sued for it. All right, second Boo Bucket here, and I think this is the first time I bought a Happy Meal for myself since I was a kid. It's been a long time. One of my favorite toys that I got when I was a kid were the 4 Muppet Babies. This would have been around 1985 or 1986. I think it was Fozzie Bear, Gonzo, Miss Piggy, and Kermit the Frog. You could collect all 4. That was probably my favorite McDonald's toy. I was about 5 or 6 at the time. Recent promotion that McDonald's had was for the Pokemon cards, so my girls have been collecting those. But I never really got into that. I was a little too old for Pokemon once those came about. But I'm I'm gonna dig in right here and then we'll move on to stop number 2. And these boo buckets come with an activity for the kids to dress the skeleton on the back with these stickers. So I'm sure that'll keep my girls busy for a little bit. It's not a bad promotion for McDonald's. Not the most creative, but also not the worst. I don't think those buckets are going to be going for thousands of dollars on eBay, though. I think McDonald's made sure there was plenty of supply this time. One of the things I love about McDonald's is just learning about the history behind the company. And it's very steeped in tradition. For obvious reasons, it's been around for a long time, and it's got a lot of tradition here in the Chicagoland area too. And so one of these days I'd love to do a video about that. Just go visit some of the more historical places that are tied to McDonald's in this area. Love to also get out to California someday and check out where the original McDonald's stood. But in the meantime, I'll do a Chicago area video one of these days. I do know when Chicago recently moved their corporate headquarters from Oak Brook to downtown Chicago, they have a restaurant located within the corporate headquarters, and I heard that they sell on a limited time basis within the corporate office McDonald's items that you can find on menus in other countries, but you can't find them here in the States. So that's reason enough to go visit someday. If you haven't noticed yet, I decided to take the scenic route to our next destination just to get a look at some of the fall colors. This time of year is my favorite because of the changing leaves on the trees, the colder weather, although that's not the case today. I do love the fall. Stop number 2 is BK. If you happen to be watching from Australia, Hungry Jacks.
What can I do?
Could I just get a Ghost Pepper Whopper with cheese, just a sandwich?
Okay.
And that's it?
Your total comes to $8.68 for service.
Thank you. So I thought this was pretty cool. The guy working the cash register was wearing a Burger King shirt with the old school logo that I grew up with. So this was the old school logo that I was referring to. Now, Burger King is really known to get into the Halloween season. They've done a lot of themed Whoppers in the past. I know one was with a pitch black bun that I guess was soaked in A1 sauce, and it made people's excrement turn into a certain color that I'm not going to continue to talk about, but you could read about it in past news articles if you want to. I did not try that, but I am trying for the first time a Halloween-themed Whopper. And this is probably the first time in about 10 years that I've had an actual Burger King Whopper. So we're gonna give it a try and see how it tastes. I don't know if those are actual ghost peppers or not. If they are, that'll be the first time I've ever had a ghost pepper. Hopefully it's not too spicy. And it comes on a orange bun as well. Oh wow, I just took a little taste of the sauce and that was pretty spicy there. I know YouTube vlogger Adam the Woo, I watched his video of him profiling this burger recently, and he looked like he was in agonizing pain. So I sure hope that's not going to be a repeat here, but we'll see. Cheers. Oh, wow. Yeah. Holy cow, the aftertaste of that is when it really hits you. Yeah, by the way, I stopped at Panera to get a iced tea on my monthly Sip Club membership. Should have got more. Holy cow. This is spicy. My eyes are starting to water already. Oh. Whew. Wow. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's that afterburner. Wow. And usually when I eat fast food and they're talking about how spicy it is, it's usually really not that spicy, but this is the exception. Holy smokes. Literally. Well, luckily, I'm not in as agonizing of pain as Adam seemed to look in his video. So that's good news, but it's still pretty spicy. Well, that was quite tasty. Remember the Clean Wrapper Club. My fondest memories of Burger King are actually from high school. As a senior, we were allowed to go out to lunch. I'm not sure if my high school does that anymore. And Burger King always seemed to be the stop. So, however, after eating a Whopper for lunch, by about 6th or 7th period, I was ready for a nap. And the funny thing I remember about open campus lunch as a senior in high school was that underclassmen were not allowed to head out to open campus lunch. They had to stay in the building for that 50 minutes. And I remember that seniors were incentivized to tell on underclassmen if they caught any of them going out for lunch. Not sure what the incentives were because I never took advantage of it, but it was still pretty funny that the administration felt they had to incentivize seniors in order to keep juniors, sophomores, and freshmen from going out to and taking advantage of having open campus lunch. And I only found this out fairly recently. Dunkin' Donuts is no longer Dunkin' Donuts. It's just called Dunkin' now. They do have the Halloween themed stuff hanging up on their window here. Couldn't finish this video off without getting a little bit of dessert, and went to Dunkin' to get some donuts, and the guy told me that this pumpkin flavored one just came out of the oven, so should be nice and fresh, and see how it tastes. Oh, wow. It's got some good color in there as well. This one here is decorated as a spider with the munchkin here, or donut hole in the middle of the donut hole. And the last donut was one of those cream filling types. See if this one's any good too. It's got the white cream filling in the middle there. That was a lot of unhealthy crap, but definitely quite tasty. And before I take off, just wanted to point this out, going back to the glass wall here on Dunkin' Donuts. They're in the avocado toast craze as well, this time topping it off with bacon. I remember a day when all Dunkin' Donuts made was donuts and coffee, and that was pretty much it. Now they got a whole full menu of stuff. Stopped off at local forest preserve to just walk off some of this food. That was a lot to eat for me in one day, and I need to burn some calories. And I thought I'd just let everyone just kind of take in the fall colors with me for a few seconds here. Thank you very much for joining me today. If you wouldn't mind just hitting that like and subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it. There's other ways you could help me out in growing the channel. I'll put links down in the description below. Anyways, this is Mike Allen from Chicagoland, signing off from the western suburbs. Be back next week with another video, but until then, don't you go changing. See you next week.